Hello everyone, this is Shobhit Jaiswal from Global Medical Foundation Delhi, and welcome to this video on MBBS in Ukraine admission process for 2021 intake, which is officially underway now that many universities have started issuing the admission letter. One of such universities is Bukovinian State Medical University, which according to the MCI passing percentage or the FMG passing percentage, and as per my opinion also, is the number one university in Ukraine for an Indian student. Now in this video we're going to talk about three specific things regarding the admission process for 2021 intake. Number one is the important dates during the admission calendar of 2021. Number two is the eligibility criteria for admission in Ukraine for an Indian student for the MBBS course. And number three would be the documents required for admission in Ukraine if you want to apply right now, or even if you want to apply after your need. Now for any additional information, for example, if you want to see the FMG passing percentage of various universities in Ukraine in the previous few years from 2012 to 2019, or if you want to know about the medium instruction or the durations, what you can do is you can go into the description below. I have added links to specific topics regarding MBBS in Ukraine. Even if you want to see the eligibility criteria of different universities in Ukraine, if you want to see the fee structure of different universities in Ukraine, how the budget is to be calculated, not only regarding the fees, regarding the other expenses like hostel, mess, traveling charges, admission fees, etc. Then also you can check a video in the description. The link is added. And even if you want to see the top 10 universities in Ukraine for Indian student, I have added the link in the description so that you can go to the video and check the ranking of the best medical universities in Ukraine for an Indian student. Now we're going to start with the first topic, that is the important dates in the admission calendar for 2021 intake. Now the first thing to know is that 2019 and before, the classes used to start in September and students used to start going to Ukraine by the last week of August, and they used to go till the last week of October. But last year, because of pandemic, because everything got postponed, also the last date for reaching Ukraine got shifted till mid of December, till 15th of December. Regarding 2021 or this year, we don't know yet regarding the last date for reaching Ukraine. What we can assume is that it will be the same process which used to be followed in 2019 and before that. So let's say that we again start sending students in the first week of September and you have to reach by end of October. It's going to be a little bit of problematic case for the students who are appearing for NEET for the first time, or those who are looking for admission in India, and if they are not able to get a seat in the mock round also, then they might go for Ukraine. But the thing is that you might not have enough time left for 2021 intake. So for those students who have already qualified NEET in the previous 2 years, only in the previous 2 years, that is 2020 and 2019, you can straight away take admission even without giving NEET this year. So let's say even if you are appearing for NEET on 1st of August and you find out that after a few days when the answer key is out that you're not able to score as good marks as you were hoping, and now the best choice that is available for you is to go abroad. So you can do so. You can apply in the first week of August only. You can apply right now also. In August, you might be able to make a final decision. For those who are appearing for NEET for the first time, you can also apply right now. And what all documents would be required, I'll be telling you in a short while. But you can apply right now, and after you get your NEET result on, let's say, first week of September, you can straight away continue with the admission process and get done with it so that you can go in Ukraine on time. Now we're going to move on to the second point, that is the eligibility criteria for admission in Ukraine for an Indian student. Now the first thing is the marks required in your class 12 board examination. So you need to have an aggregate of at least 50% marks in physics, chemistry, bio. If you are from general category, if you are from SC, ST or OBC, so in that case the minimum aggregate marks required in physics, chemistry and bio is 40%. This is the criteria set by Medical Council of India, which is now National Medical Council. So if you have lower marks and if you have less marks, then you cannot take admission for MBBS in abroad, not only in Ukraine but in any other country also. Number two criteria is age. So you should be at least 17 years old by the end of this year. That means that even at the time of going to Ukraine, let's say if you are 16 but you are going to be 17 on or before 31st of December 2021, then you can take admission. But in case you are going to be 17 next year, then you cannot take admission for MBBS abroad this year. Regarding the upper age limit, so in some universities the upper age limit is 22 in Ukraine. So whichever university you are going to apply for, it's better to check the upper age limit beforehand only, because last year also a few of the students came to me who had earlier went to some other consultancy, they had applied to particular university. For example, in Lviv National Medical University, they had applied to, despite their age being 24, 25, their consultants had stopped their admission process. They were trying to delay the admission process for some reason, even I don't know. But they reached out to me. I told them that, let's say if you want to take admission in Lviv National Medical University and you're 23 or 24 years old now, you cannot apply for admission there. So they came to me and then they took admission through me in some other university in Ukraine. The next point is NEET qualification. Now you have to be NEET qualified, it's a must. Otherwise you will not be allowed to come back to India and sit for the screening test here, which would mean that you cannot come back to India and get a license for practicing as a doctor. So the whole purpose of going abroad might be defeated for you. So the NEET result is valid for a period of 3 years for MBBS abroad. So those who are looking for admission in 2021 intake, in case they have already qualified in 2019 or 2020, then they can take admission on the basis of that NEET result only. They don't have to give NEET again this year. For those who are appearing for NEET for the first time this year, those who have not been able to qualify beforehand, so for them it's a must that you qualify NEET this year, because without NEET most of the universities will not even issue the admission letter to you. So you have to qualify NEET, otherwise you will not be able to go for admission letter also, which is the first step. So obviously then you cannot apply for admission and you cannot be eligible for taking admission in Ukraine. The last point for eligibility is that you need to have a valid passport. So this is a very important point. Now let's say you want to apply for MBBS abroad this year and you don't have a passport till now. My suggestion is to apply for the passport as soon as possible, because last year also a lot of the students were not able to go for MBBS in Ukraine because they were not able to get the passport issued. Now moving on to the third point is the documents required for admission in Ukraine. Now for those students who have already qualified NEET in the last 2 years and they have the valid NEET result with themselves, they can apply for admission as on today also. They will get a confirmed admission letter. For example, if you want to take admission in Bukovina State Medical University, you have your NEET result ready with you, you have scanned copies of your 10th mark sheet, 12th mark sheet, and you have at least your Aadhaar card. And if you have passport, then it's a plus, but at least if you have your Aadhaar card right now, then you can get a confirmed admission letter from the university. And let's say if you have a passport right now, we can apply for invitation letter, and as and when it starts to get issued, we'll get your invitation letter issued from the university as well. And apply for your passport in the meanwhile. Whenever you get your passport, we again require the scan copy only in the first step. We'll get your admission letter issued right now. After your passport, we'll get your invitation letter issued also. And when the time comes, we'll give you a list of documents which you require for visa. Prepare all those documents, send the original documents this time to us. Till now we were only asking for the scan copies, but now for the visa we'll require original documents. You'll send the original documents to our office in Delhi and we'll apply for your visa, we'll get it done, and then you can go for MBBS in Ukraine. But let's say you want to apply after giving NEET also, you can apply in the month of August also. What really happens is that a lot of consultants will call you and tell you that the seats are going to end and the admission process might end sooner. But to be honest, even if you come in the month of August or even in the month of September, you will 101% get admission in some of the universities in Ukraine, if not the university of your choice, because in universities like Bukovina State Medical University, in universities like Lviv National Medical University, the admission finishes a little earlier than most of these other universities. But still, even if someone tells you that admission is going to end, you can call me and get a confirmation regarding availability of seats in whichever university you want to take admission in. Now we're going to talk about the documents required for those students who are going to appear for NEET for the first time this year. Now let's say if you're looking for applying for any university in Ukraine right now in the month of April or May, so what you can do right now is you can apply for the admission letter on the basis of your class 10th results and on the basis of one ID proof. Now passport is always recommended to be the original documents that you should be having right now, but in the case that you don't have a passport right now, we can apply for admission letter on the basis of your Aadhaar card. So two documents will be required right now in case you want to get the admission letter from a university like Bukovina State Medical University. Those two documents are 10th mark sheet and one valid ID proof, that is Aadhaar card or passport. Now we require the scan copy of these two documents right now. Once you appear for NEET, once you get the NEET result, and once you get a passport ready also, in case you don't have a passport right now, then we can carry further your process with the second step, that would be applying for the invitation letter. And after you get your invitation letter, we will apply for your visa. At that time we will require your original documents. Now, in case you don't want to apply right now and you want to apply later stage after appearing for NEET or even after getting the NEET result, so that would be also possible for you. But by that time, we are hoping that you will also be having your passport ready and you will be having all the other documents ready. So let's say you want to apply after appearing for NEET and after checking the answer keys in the month of August. So at that time, we will require your 12th mark sheet, we will require your 10th mark sheet, we will require Aadhaar card or passport, and we can apply for admission letter. In case you have a passport, we'll then apply for an invitation letter. If you don't have a passport at the time of applying for the admission letter, then you can apply for the passport at that time and send a scanned copy of the passport to us. Again, after that, we will require original documents, and then on the basis of those original documents, we'll apply for your visa, we'll get your visa done, and then you will be going for MBBS in Ukraine. So it's up to you when you want to apply for admission in Ukraine. The admission is already open. So now let's say you have missed out completely on the September-October intake. So in some of the universities, you will again get a chance for applying for admission in the month of February-March. So your classes might start somewhere in February or March. And this would not be the case for every university. Last year, let's say Lviv National Medical University didn't open its admission process for the next intake, that would be around March. Most of the universities did, and in case you miss out a seat completely in the September-October intake, it's not a problem. You can still apply for the March intake also. So in case you still have any doubt, you still have any query, you can get in touch with me. The contact number is displayed on the screen. It's also in the description. So you can get in touch with us with Global Medical Foundation. We have been sending students for MBBS in Ukraine for many years now. We have sent a good number of students. We have sent students to almost each and every MCI recognized university that was in the list till 2020, because now the list has not been maintained by the National Medical Council. Okay, so any doubt, any query that you have, you can get in touch with us. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope that you have a good NEET exam and a healthy year ahead.